Yeah, you got to unsee them. Got to unsee them. The 2016 elections were pretty ugly. What else we got to see? Because they lied. Because voting doesn't matter. Everything learned since 2016. Yeah. Chemtrails. Yep, that sucks. That sucks. Your government spraying you with aluminum, and all of a sudden everybody, or not aluminum, what was it? Initially there was aluminum and fine metals. Now it's like coal ash and something like that. Yeah, you probably have to unsee that. Like literally they're spraying coal ash and fine particle metals down on everybody, and they're not even lying about it. You can go look it up. They try to do it with the universities, and yeah, you gotta unsee some damn chemtrails. You gotta see chemtrails. Because why would you vote for somebody spraying you and all the kids are coming down with autism and Alzheimer's and all these diseases? That's just the dumbest thing to vote. Brother Sean was asking me, well, people need to stop voting blind. And I was kind of like, Sean, but what is not voting blind? What is voting clear? Like, and who is seeing clear? If your government's lying to you, all the political parties have secrets where they have FBIs and classified and Homeland Security and all of these secrets. Who is not voting blind? Everybody's voting blind. And that's the main reason I ain't voting. I know I say it every day. It was 8 main reasons yesterday. That just happens to be the main reason for this moment right now. There's so many reasons, it's endless. I can't even. All right, let me see. YouTube comments should be coming up in a minute. There's just so many things I'd have to unsee to have faith in a political system again, where I feel like I'm not driving down the road blind. Ooh, oh, Flint, go on with it, girl. Who is that? Who is that? Lori, yeah, you got to unsee Flint. You got to unsee Flint. You got to. This is Pretending Freedom Friday, where we pretend we're free. Let's pretend we're free and keep voting for a system that lies to us all the time, so everybody's voting blind. I was talking to a brother on the thread this morning. I forgot who it was. He was like, you're the first one to say that Congress has to fix the immigration problem. No, actually, I'm not the first. A lot of other people talk truthful things. It's just the majority of the population, they get emotional. When they get you emotional, they get you upset. When they get you upset, you pretty much will go for any solution they put in front of you, and you trust them. I mean, I'm going to be clear, and I'm going to let you know why he was happy I said that. Donald Trump has absolutely nothing to do with immigration. Nothing important. Nothing significant at damn all. Okay? That's all Congress's job. So when you get upset, because I got upset yesterday. I got pissed off. I got pissed off watching my show. I was watching Orange is the New Black. That's what I'm watching right now. I got to catch up. Watching Orange is the New Black. And just watching the kids who were born being separated from their parents. It's a fantasy show. And I know my conscious mind knows that. My subconscious, not so much. And I'm getting pissed off. But I'm not getting pissed off at Donald Trump. I'm not getting pissed off at Obama. I'm getting pissed off at the fact that it's Congress's job to fix the immigration problem. And they simply refuse to do it. See, me, I actually give a damn. And I connect the whole give a damn portion of my brain with the intellectual portion. There's no politician portion. There's no talking point portion. There's a portion that says you're hurting people, you're hurting kids, fix it. And empathy. But there is no politician talking points section. I have no interest in what they have to say, because what do they want me to do? They want me to blame Donald Trump so they can keep making money, funneling these kids into foster care while they kick their parents out of the country. That's what they've been doing prior to Trump. That's what they're going to do after Trump. They're not mad at Trump. They're just mad they're not doing that. He's using their system. No, he ain't no hero. He ain't no hero at all. But the point is, they're just upset because I think he's making it clear how evil the system actually is, and Congress refuses to do their job. So I have to unsee immigration. I have to unsee it. I have to unsee all the foul, evil, filthy, funky things you hate groups are doing to the immigrants, because all political parties are hate groups, all of them. Cults, the lot of them. All right. Ooh, I started off pretty rough. But it's just like, it's a fantasy. People are living a fantasy and they're pretending. They're pretending they're decent, right? Like I was posting this morning. People still talking about the whole gun violence thing, the whole mass shooting. Studies show, and this is important. Studies say it, damn, it's got to be true. Studies show that mass shooters don't even have assault rifles. No, let me say it right. Mass killers, they don't even have assault rifles. Nope, ain't got one assault rifle. Most mass killers do not have assault rifles at all. Did you know that? at all. At all. Most mass killers, don't be cheating. Don't be on my Facebook cheating. What's the punchline? What's the point? Most mass killers, I forgot the point and punchline. Hold on, let me go down. I have so much to say in the morning. My brain was going. I was in the garden. The plants were giving me all kind of information this morning. That's part of why I'm late. Then I had to make a smoothie and I got to eat a bunch of them. Yeah, right. Most mass killers, they don't even have assault rifles. They got habitual election repeaters that are fully automatic assault voters. That's what they got. They got assault voters. They don't need assault rifles. Most mass killers, the ones who are really killing, relatively, the ones who kill the most, they don't have assault rifles. They got you. They got assault voters. They got the voters that don't give two damns, that will apathetically keep doing it, just how the little clips in the guns y'all trying to take out that allow the mass killings to happen. And they just drop bombs. They just vote, 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 bomb, 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 kill, 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 kill. And a few Americans get killed and they get upset. Apathy. That's what that's called. I have to unsee that. I'd have to unsee that. To have faith in the political system, I'd have to have faith in the voters. Again, I don't have no damn faith in them. I love them. They're my people. They're all my cousins, but they're all lost. You can't be born in a highly controlled society, and I love the word society. You can't be born in a highly controlled society without a wool over your eyes. You're born, and as soon as the baby come out the womb, you don't see it, but the society see it. As soon as the baby pop out the womb, hit a wool right over his eyes, right over the eyes, her eyes, his eyes. Why? To accept this psychopathic, patriarchal, ridiculous hate group of a system, to be apathetic to everybody else. They give you your race, your religion, your country, and you proceed to go out in the world and act like a fool. And it's your choice if you want to take that wool off your eyes and keep it. I have no interest in keeping the wool over my eyes. I'm taking it off. I'm taking it off. I didn't get all of it, but damn it, wool's kind of thick, y'all. Wool's kind of rough. I'm just trying to get it off. But what do you have to unsee to get your faith in a political system? I don't like the word society. I hate the word society because the more I think about it, a society, what is a society? A society is basically a few putting the masses in conflict, habitual conflict, endless conflict, apathetic conflict with each other, so those few could stage conflicts with other societies, right? Because they want to compete, whether they're competing financially, physically, racially, religiously, stately, regionally, whatever you want to come up. It's farming. That's what it basically is. It's basically somebody's farming you, somebody's probably farming them, and they're in conflict because they're trying to grow farms. They're trying to gain more farms. They're trying to have more influence and power over other nations, over other corporations, the same way you are trying to over your neighbors. I don't like the word society because basically a society is a farm. An economy is a plantation. And I'm done with the whole damn thing. I kind of want to look at robots today, but let me see what y'all are saying. So what do y'all got to unsee? Standing Rock. Oh, Lord, yeah, Standing Rock, right? Like, it's kind of bad when your government's like poisoning the population. Yeah, that's kind of bad. It's kind of bad when they're gassing the population and they're pretending that Syria's gassing their own, but you're the one that's gassing theirs. We got a police state. We got the infection of a police state. You got to unsee Standing Rock. Absolutely agree. Got to unsee it. It's a burning building. Is the earth a burning building, Brother Chris? Is the earth a burning building or is earth burnt? Earth is burnt and we're just like chewing ashes, pretending that everything is okay. You know, the long-term results of pretending everything is okay and it ain't good. Bad. Barium, strontium, and the stratospheric aerosol injections. Thank you, Brother Greg. Thank you. And this is why I got y'all around. Y'all say the truth. I get out here, run my mouth, fumble, stumble, bumble, and you put in the truth. Just put it in there because that's what people need to know. You need to unknow that your government's spraying the stuff in the air and you're breathing it in. That's what you need to unknow. Why everybody's got all these chronic lung conditions and diseases because they're spraying this crap. I don't trust any candidate, and you shouldn't, Kate. You shouldn't trust it because every candidate lies. Every candidate lies. Like, to be honest, who's the candidate work for? Well, they work for me. No, they don't actually work for you, dummy. The candidate works for the party, okay? And the candidate might care. The candidate might give a damn, Kate. The candidate might just love everybody. Might just. But they don't work for everybody. They work for the party. And what does the party need? The party needs money. It needs butts and chairs. And so what is it? It's in conflict with the other party in that societal model, the farming model. And so the party is farming your politicians. And what will the politicians say? Exactly what one side needs to hear, or the people in one group on one side. And so they'll talk down to you. They'll lie to you. They'll tell you everything they need to know. And maybe the politicians aren't even lying. Maybe they're saying the truthful things and they're meeting with the party. Maybe the politicians are just dumb. And the party saying, oh, yeah, you can do that. You can have a wall. You can have health care. We're going to get gun rights back. We're going to do this. But that's not how it works. They got to make money. And they can't make money unless they take it from the big industries. So parties aren't for you. They're systems, and they literally stay in place, being in conflict with the other parties and beating them. Okay? So it doesn't really matter what the politicians say. I don't trust them because they're not actually there for you. They're there to lie to you. They're there to use you as an automatic assault voter. That's what they're there for. And it works. And they're not going to change the system because it works, because you got people who are still going to go out and they're going to keep shooting, voting. It's a dumpster fire fueled with pre-planted nanothermite. Ooh. Oh, that's a big word, Patricia. That's what they used when they took down the Twin Towers, right? See, the way my mind works, Patricia, if somebody accuses the government of something and they don't respond, then to me, I automatically assume that they did it because they didn't respond. If somebody accused you, Patricia, something, and they were like, you did this, the first thing you would say, no, I didn't, because at 2 o'clock, something, I was over here doing that my thing. Thank you. Government, the same thing. Government wants trust in the people, don't they? They want trust in the people. So when they get accused of something, what's the first thing they do if they had any common damn sense in their brain? They say, oh, no, we didn't do 9/11. Oh, no. In fact, we'll prove it. Here's all our information. Here's the facts. And everything's unclassified, declassified. Take a look at this. Read this. I wasn't even there. I was over there. I was doing this at the time. My CIA was over here. My Homeland Security was over there. They thought something might have been coming, but it wasn't coming. But it wasn't sure. But they would actually respond. But they don't need faith in the people. They don't need faith because they don't care anymore. They don't work for the people. Same thing with the damn aliens. I don't know why you still got people questioning the damn man. The people say aliens are here and the American government got them and Russia got them and UK got them, but they're not really aliens. They're clone AIs or something like that. And the government didn't say nothing. They didn't say nothing. They didn't do no, I didn't do it. They didn't say nope, not me. They just didn't respond. They didn't respond at all. Why? Because they're lying and they're liars. They don't actually care what you think. Everybody votes blind. Did they respond to chemtrails? They didn't respond to chemtrails at all. You had a few congressmen who were trying to pass, remember the anti-chemtrail bill? They were trying to pass that from what state? And that got quieted. And I don't think they're around anymore. See, I have to unsee all these things. If you want me to vote, I need to see clearly. But I can't see clearly, and I'm not interested in pretending. I'm an adult. I'm a grown man. What the hell am I pretend and go out there and just blindly cast a vote for something? I don't even know what I'm casting a vote for. Man, you must be cray. All right, let me see. Christine said, too much to mention. I know, Christine, because you just kind of get discombobulated. You think about, how do I unsee all of the crap that I've seen to go out there and pull an election lever and know that I'm not pulling a lever to bomb children? You're no different than the people who press the button to drop the bombs from the drones. I didn't press the button. You pressed the button. You went right in there and you pulled that lever. Look at that. Somebody tagging me right now. Don't say I'm with you in that photo. I can say the person's name. Don't say I'm with you in that photo. I ain't with you. You're just trying to post. And I know he's one of these politicians. The guy just wants to put the politician thing on my page. Not interested. I'm not interested in walking around blind and bumping my head all over the place. I got another thing. What else did the plants give me this morning while I was gardening? I was thinking about no, this is different. No, this isn't on that lion voting thing, that lion bumping your head around in the dark. I was thinking about voodoo dolls. Y'all ever think about voodoo dolls? Is voodoo dolls cray? Is that crazy? Is voodoo dolls crazy? Anybody black magic? Anybody black magic? The witches here? Y'all here? Don't be doing no voodoo dolls on me. I think voodoo dolls are real. I think they're real. Why? Because why would they make that up? Like I can take something from you, a hair, some teeth, or boogers or something, and make a doll and poke some pins in it. It's going to hurt you. Who the hell is going to go up to the chief? Like, think about it like this. If we're way back in the day, where they're impaling people and shoving spears in their butts and putting them up on stakes for lying to the chief or whatever. And you say, hey, chief, I got something for you. Instead of getting spears and fighting your enemies and protecting you, I'm going to go get a lock of their hair and put it on a doll. I'm going to make a doll. I'm going to put pins in it, and it's going to hurt them and kill them so you don't have to wage war and fight them, and they won't come kill you. You go ahead and tell the chief that. You go ahead and tell the chief that, and you don't know what you're doing. I'm going to tell you what's happening. You're going to be on that stake. That's why I think black magic is real. I think it's real because the ancients talked about this stuff, right? We're like, that's kind of crazy. We're grown up. We were told that's crazy. That's nuts. It ain't real, nothing. Don't believe none of it. And all of a sudden, this quantum physics thing comes out. And so what basically are voodoo dolls? They get something from you that's closely quantum entangled with you. And what are you? You are energy. Your lock of hair is energy. They take it and they put it on a doll that looks like you, which allows the energy user to focus on you and think about you. And what does the energy from your lock of hair do? Perhaps tunes whatever they're trying to do to the frequency of what you are, because you're a wave energy, like I am, like that person is, like they all are. And they start poking holes in it. I think voodoo is real. I think voodoo is a quantum entangled piece of technology that somebody figured out a hell of a long time ago. That's what I mean. Everything we are told is a lie. Everything we were told is a lie. And I have no interest in continue to walk around with a wool over my eyes and bumping into things. I have no interest. There are too many secrets we need to know. Dark magic, light magic, orange magic, yellow magic, left, right magic. We've been lied to from birth, and I need to know why. Why? Somebody tell me why. You want me to get my, you know what? You want me to vote again? You need to help me unsee voodoo. Okay? You need to help me unsee voodoo. You need to help me unsee all the things I was told that were true as a kid. Oh, go on, Gigi. Gigi said the unbalanced justice system. Oh my God. Don't even get me started. Gigi, we'll be here all day. You get me started talking about the prison system and justice. Oh, no. Now get me on that. Gigi, we'll be here all day. I have to unsee all of the things that happen to these little kids in these prison, the little girls in the prison. Oh my God, what happens when they get out of prison to get them to go back in prison to increase the recidivism rate? Like the whole thing is stacked. The whole thing is rigged from top to bottom. All they do is they write laws to make all of this stuff profitable. It's rigged. There's something else on my mind. You made me think of something. What did I say? Something about cheating. I said something about cheating. I'm looking at my timeline right now. I was thinking about cheating. It's like, I'm going to mess it up. But anyway, I was thinking something to the effect of, people won't play with you if you're a cheater. Like they won't play cards with you. They won't play Monopoly with you. They won't play chess with you. They won't play nothing. But they sure will play with a world. They'll play politician with a world. They won't play little tiddlywinks and pick up sticks with cheaters. But they damn sure will play politician with a world. They'll go out there and put the whole world out on risk. They'll bet everything on a politician. Crazy. They'll bet everything on a party. It's sick and insane. It's just an evil, crazy, just unfathomable place that we live in. Quantum physics says that things that have been in contact remain in contact. That's my point, Patricia. So if you got these crazy people, that run around in skirts, y'all call them pagans, and grass skirts, got bones through their nose and stuff, you're doing all that stuff. You're like, they're crazy. They're just pagans and crazy. Then how come you got them doing quantum physics damn near 1,000 years ago, 5,000 years? How come science today is just catching up with what voodoo technology is way back then? There's a lot of secrets that they have that they're not telling us anything about. A lot of secrets. Oh, Lord. Yeah, Bernie Sanders was from Joe Rogan. Anybody watch that? Somebody posted. I guess they want me to watch it. All right, let's go peek over here and see what the monkey's talking about in the news real quick. And I still haven't watched anything on the shooter. I haven't watched anything on the mass shooting. I don't know nothing about it. All right, what's this? This isn't showing up right. What I do wrong? I haven't watched it because, like I said, everything I know about the mass shooting I got from my friends. That's everything I know. Everything I know came straight from them. Hang on. I was messing around with this yesterday, and people said it froze up. So I'm trying to be real careful. I'm not sure. And it looks like there's some stop frame action, like there's a delay. Oh, that's weird. That's real weird. Maybe AI is just kind of watching what I'm saying, watching what I'm showing, determining if it's safe for the viewing audience. If it's safe to stop killing people for the viewing audience. All right, let's try to do it this way. There we go. This might work. There we go. All right, so what we got in the news? In the news, in the fantasy news, the pretend news, pretending that we know what's going on in the world, why all the governments have secrets, so everybody's voting blind, driving blind, living in societies, fighting their cousins in another country that they never met because some king or person with more jewels and money determines it's a good idea and they want to rob them. China's rare earth threat to the U.S. economy? Maybe. Interesting. Full show how Hillary Clinton's coup sparked riots. I don't know why. Oh, in Honduras. That's right. Oh, we might have to look at Honduras for a minute. That's a long one. That's 28 minutes though. But that's why people immigrate, because we destroy their countries. I might watch that later. That's a lot. Catastrophic war with Iran will destroy Saudi Arabia. That sounds like a good idea. Not the people, but to destroy the government. How's that going to happen? Maybe we'll take a look at that. Now I got to pause on that one, right? Now I got to pause on that one. Is the United States waging war on women and children? Are they? Did a mass shooter wage war on whoever they shot? And are you cheering for it? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. That's why I can't play. I can't play with y'all. My mama said I can't play with y'all. My God said I can't play with y'all. You're literally waging war. You're taking people at a young age. You're training them how to drop bombs, drive ships and tanks, and blow things up. And you're aiming them at innocent people, women and children. Yes, they are. They are from Honduras to Venezuela to Brazil to Syria to, I forgot how many continents y'all waging war on. So of course they are. Yes, of course they are. You're voting blind. Okay? And I believe that. I believe that. And that makes sense. That's why I watch RT. I don't trust the RT. I don't trust anybody. I don't trust any damn news because they say the things that people need to hear to get them to watch. And most people are gaslit by Hollywood or Bollywood or Nollywood, all the lying woods all over the planet. And so people watch the news that makes them feel good about their indoctrination. So no, I don't trust them. But I believe this. Why? Because they invaded Iraq and Iran's been getting ready. They didn't had 20 years to get ready. And do I think you're going to send American troops into Iran and it's going to be quick like Iraq? No, I don't. No, I don't. You know why? Because what I try to do, I try to put myself in the boot of the oppressor that's oppressing me, the owners. Oh, it's freezing. Okay. Put yourself in the ownership. What would I do? I'd get America in a hot war if I were Rothschilds and Rockefellers. Well, I want to make money. I don't hate America. I don't dislike America. I'm a little annoyed with them. You know, they're starting to talk about central banking and ending my Federal Reserve, but I'd get them in a war. I'd get them in a war. I'd get them in a conflict that might be kind of difficult. And then I pull my credit from underneath them while they're in the war. Not because I was mad at y'all or anything. I would do it because I can make money from it. I would do it because if I can get America in a war and everyone figures America's just going to run right through so Russia gets in and Iran gets in, then I'd pull my credit. I'd pull my credit so the price of bread would go through the roof because how do you make money at that level? Same way you make money at the penny stock and the stock level. I used to play around the penny stocks. Day trading, destabilizing currencies the same way Soros does. Put money over here and bet over there. That's why Soros are like, what? How many countries can he not go into because he destabilized the currencies? All they do is play nations against each other. There's no United States. You got pawn A and pawn B. There is no Iran, pawn A and pawn B. Russia has its Rothschild bank. They're behind Iran. What does that tell you? Rothschilds win no matter who loses. Doesn't matter if America loses, Iran loses, the Russians lose. I think they do it. I would let Americans be dumb enough to keep voting and cheering for this, get into a massive conflict, and I just pull the credit. Yeah, see if you can buy some ships then, see if you can buy some gas then, see if you can buy some bullets and bombs then. And you know who's going to pay the fullest price of that? The Iranian people and the American soldiers who will be left over there without a stick in the game. Because it's just money. It's just money, power, and domination and control. Then we have people who are foolish and they're still playing nation in a world where corporations run everything. Hang on. Whoa, pause. What? You can't hear the video. Miss T is saying there is a red something on a video that you are playing. We can hear you, but not the clips that you play. Is that true on YouTube? So y'all can't hear any of the videos that they were playing on YouTube? I hope it's true. I hope it's true. Because that's how you know you're getting somewhere. That's how you know you're getting something. Is that true? Somebody respond. But please let me know that's what you understand. I assume on Facebook you can. Please let me know that is true. That's true. All right, I'm done with that clip. So everybody knows that's what you need to watch. I ain't gonna play no more. I ain't gonna play no more. That's how you know you get them. That's how you know you're onto something. They shut it off. Like I said, part of how I know how the world actually works is when I first started doing these videos, the things they let me talk about and the things they shut off if I started talking about. So there you go right there. So to me right now, you know what that says to me, Miss T? And Sheepless, that because on Facebook, y'all can hear it, right? Can hear on Facebook. Deborah just oh, I love it. I love it. See, then when you see glitches in the matrix, and I'll get you. I mean, Facebook will catch up too. They'll get the software to do the same damn thing too, but they don't want it played, which is interesting, highly interesting. See, so you can let's process this from an IT perspective, right? So the feed the video can be on YouTube, but you can't allow voice to come across when you're doing some sort of live stream across multiple platforms to YouTube. Think about that. So it's all about influence. So they'll let the clip on like, yeah, YouTube is free and independent and blah, 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 blah. But if you try to have any broadcast that goes across platforms, they'll shut it off. A lot of things there. Well, one, I think YouTube just wants to make the money. Right? They want the advertising dollars from it, as well as there's something here. I think there's something there. But I think that makes perfectly good sense. It's all about day trading. Everything the same way society is about you getting you in conflict with your neighbor and you getting your kids in conflict with them. So you send them to a better school and try to get them to get a better education so they can beat them people out. So that person's poor and your kids can step higher up on the pyramid to step on them. Same thing with social media. Same thing with these media groups. Same thing with the nations at a certain level, and the same thing with the owners. But the owners, the people at the top who set up these societies, they're the ones who run it all. And as long as everybody's fighting, they're making money. Long as everybody's fighting, they're making money. So at a certain level, I think Facebook fights with Google. But it's all about this farming. It's all about this word society, right? And this is why I pretend Freedom Friday, because we're pretending we're free and we're not. And none of this is free. None of the media is free. None of the nations are free. None of the states are free. None of the people are free. Everybody is being farmed by something at the top. I'll let you say what that is. I always lean towards the Rothschilds. Might be something about them. But the question is, do you want to continue pretending you're free? Or you want to accept the fact that we're all being farmed and walk away from this nonsense and build a better world? That's what I think we should do. So I can't play it. I ain't going to try to play it. I do love it. Thank you for that, Miss. Oh, they don't like that. They don't like AI. Well, it's not a they. It's not a they. I think it's just learning software. It's just it silences certain things. It doesn't want to share certain things out to larger audiences, and they need to keep people in conflict. You know, and just from a very practical perspective, Google wants to make money. With YouTube, right? They want to make money. How do they make money? Conflict, money, conflict, advertising. You got to watch. You got to pay attention. That only works if you're not related to all the people they get you fighting with. Right? It only works if you aren't peaceful. If you think that the Iranians aren't your cousins, and I know that they are. Every last one of them, they're all my cousins, and I'm not gonna let you get me in a fight with my cousins, my family on the other end, because you want to make some money robbing them. I'm not interested in what you get from the Rothschilds or Rockefellers. So I guess we can't watch that. It would be curious to see what. Let's watch something else. All right, so I guess that's done. They said it was freezing up, so I'm not gonna mess around with that. Miss T got a word for us. It's not children, but it's not adult, but it's adulterant. Grown up, spoiled children are ruining the crap show. Yeah. But we got to ruin the show. We got to ruin the show. We can't pretend anymore. We got to grow up. We got to fix the world. We have to pay something decent forward. I'm not interested in paying this forward. This system has to die. I have no interest in it sticking around. All right. So I'm going to go back in comments. That's good. That's good to know. That's good to know. That we're actually onto something when it comes to Iran. To me, that says that they really want a conflict with Iran. It means they sell those missiles and they want to get that thing going. That means that's in the plans. Google and YouTube got the email. They understand that we got to march forward on this. We got to get people watching, get them all upset and aggressive, believing in this fantasy world that nations are in conflict and it's not just central banks and massive holding companies that own those governments, getting them to spar because the resources are cheaper in that way. I posted a link. You can watch it if you want. I just, don't kill people. Simple. Don't kill people. You're killing people. I can't agree with you. It doesn't matter who you wants to invade. It has nothing to do with Iran. It has nothing to do with Venezuela, Honduras, Syria, Iraq, any of them. It has nothing to do with Catalonia. It has nothing to do with Texas. It has nothing to do with anything. You leave people alone. It has nothing to do with Kashmir. People are free, not nations, not systems, not corporations. People are free. All right. So we're coming into election cycle. So you got to get the adults acting like children, voting to be mass bombers while they chastise mass shooters. I'm exercising my freedom to be a fortunate slave that serves my highest principle and the urgings of my loving heart. That's it, Ron. You can choose that. You can choose any love any day you want. You can choose to be an adult. You can choose to grow up. You can choose to say no to all mass killings, no matter if it puts your politician in power. You can choose to do that. Or you can choose to walk in a mall and pull out your assault lever and start shooting. All choices. All choices. Our country is a mass killer. It is, Jerry, and that's why I can't have nothing to do with it. I can't have nothing to do with it. Americans don't control their government at all, not in one aspect at all. Americans don't even control the size of their grass, Jerry. And it's not even their grass. It's not even their land. Like, they don't even own, nobody in America even owns property. They can't even control the height of their grass. If it goes over 7 inches, they get a fine. And they think they actually get to control what the nation does with its military. They think they control a political party. They think they control a politician. They don't even control their own grass. That's why America's a kill machine, because people live a fantasy life. They live a fantasy life on fantasy information and they're out there voting blindly, supporting. It's not pulling a lever, voting in general. Every time you post something, you're voting. What are you voting for? What are you voting against? Do you even know what's going on? Do you know the facts, or are you just talking because you like posting? Facebook is a game. Social media is a game, 100%. Oh, a whole bunch of people like Beaufont's comment. Let's look at that. Immigration wouldn't be a problem in a world that didn't have nation states. So no, it isn't Congress's job to fix immigration. Their existence is the problem. I agree, Beaufont. But the problem is, when you say that, nobody has any idea what you're talking about. Nobody has any idea what you're talking about. I try to take people on steps. I mean, you already know me. You know where I stand. I don't believe in any of this. I don't believe in any of this. But at the next level, that people who still believe the system, how they have to hear, because they can't imagine life without a nation state. They can't imagine life without a master or a government. They can't imagine life without the plantation. But what they can imagine is understanding that they're in conflict with a president over something that is actually meaningless, right? I think that's the first step in people starting to grasp that they're being lied to. Well, if my uncle's being deported and that had nothing to do with Donald Trump, who's it got to do with? And why are you telling me, Democratic Party, that I need to go after Trump for this? I think it starts to raise questions. But at the end of the day, no, there shouldn't be. There shouldn't be a Congress. There shouldn't be a government. There should not be a plantation. We need to evolve into consciousness, into a beautiful, beautiful thing. But we got to take the next step. And I find when I talk to people like that, it's just like they get glassy eyed. Glassy eye. Where they're just looking at you and words are coming out your mouth, but they're not taking anything in that's coming out your mouth, and they just think you're crazy. If people keep thinking we're crazy, then we're not going to get anywhere. So when I'm talking to you, we can talk about what the human race does when it's not being controlled and lied to and governed blindly. But when we talk to them, we can't talk that way. We have to talk the next level up. And the next level up is understanding that they're being lied to, that they're actually being given a fuggle, a fake fantasy struggle that's not going to change anything, because the Democratic Party wants to make money on slavery and immigration not being fixed. They want to keep that money rolling from the Welfare Reform Act of '94. They want to keep the money rolling by stealing these children and putting them in foster care, and the states go along with it because the states make big money from it too. Billions of dollars allocated for all those kids. But see, if they blame Donald Trump, then everybody thinks it's going to get fixed if you get rid of him, right? And it's busy work, just like we talked about yesterday. Jobs and careers are busy work. So I try to talk to different people in different ways. Every vote cast is legitimizing all the completely illegitimateness. Yes, absolutely, Greg. Every vote cast is consent for the system, a system that needs to die because the system is based in killing children and bombing ladies. Children being maimed, separated from their families, homes, from the oil wars, gaming specifically. Exactly, Trish. And I can't be a part of that. I can't be a part of that because Jesus told me I'm going to go burn in hell if I am. I don't think I want to be in hell. I don't want to be on top of that building, and I don't think I want to be in hell. Hey, Gerard, sorry for the interrupt, but YouTube is waiting for. Oh, okay. Now this is early on, Heidi. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Everybody already unsee Bush granddaddy selling arms to both sides of World War II. Yep, thank you, Deborah. That's another good one. You'd have to see that every war since Napoleon, both sides were funded by similar families. One of them happened to be the Rothschilds. The banks funded both sides of every war. But you know what, Deborah? You know what that makes me think of? You know how when you were kids, and you had that one little psychopathic kid who just liked seeing fights, and he come whisper something in your ear. And you had little girls too, they do it. He said this about your mama and blah, 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 blah. And you go to the other side, oh, but he said this about da, 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 da. And he'll go and he'll fund both sides of the fight to sit back and watch your fight. And that's what the banks do because the banks make big money from it. So I absolutely agree. We'd have to unsee the way that the banks that own nations that print their currency fund both sides of every war, and the people get lost pretending the wars are about freedom and democracy and helping people. They're just about making the banks money by getting people who don't know they're related and they're all cousins to kill each other. Oh, go on, Greg. See, now you get me in trouble. I don't know if I can read that one. He said, how many politicians are only a politician because some pedo has blackmail on them? See, Greg, now you're getting into Hollywood. You're getting into how gangs work, how groups work, how political party hate groups work, right? If you got something on them, you can get people to do anything. It's called leverage. It's a good show. You know, how they talked about in Hollywood that before you get famous, they got to get you on tape doing something that's just unimaginable, right? So they know that they can control you. So they know that they can get you as J-Lo to go do a concert in Israel when they tell you to get the masses to support it. Well, if J-Lo's going over there, they can't be all that bad. Things must be not as bad as people are saying. Right? And they do the same thing to the politicians. If they do that to the people dancing and singing on the stage, they do that to the people in the movies. You don't think they do that to the politicians that writes the laws? Of course they do. That's how the real world works. That's why I appreciate people like Brother Greg, and welcome to the show, is that, you know, when you say truthful things, they make sense. Common sense, like someone asked a little earlier, you know, it's something about trusting RT. I don't trust RT. I watch RT. I don't trust none of them. I use common sense. Like, you look at social behavior, you look at how these systems work in Hollywood, and you can start to understand these systems in government. And it makes perfectly good sense. If every phone call was recorded in the United States going back into the 1960s, what does that mean? It means they had everything on politicians back then. Every email, all your Prodigy, all the sites you went to since modems, you know, when you went on the internet, they got everything. Then they got everything on you, like your whole construct in life, everything that you've done from criminal to foul to whatever. And if you didn't do those things, getting you to do those things, taking you to Freaky Deak Island, giving you drugs, and putting you in a room with a whole bunch of people who are underage. That's why I don't believe anything, Greg. That's why I don't believe anything. I don't trust none of them, and I don't believe anything. Politicians are a single point of failure. Whether they mean well or not, the job isn't to do well. The job is to lie and do what's profitable. So amen. Amen to that great comment. If you're addressing something, you're endangered, they'll threaten you. Exactly, Christine, but you got to have power too. So I can talk on here all damn day. It's just me and maybe 100 or so of my closest friends. End of the day, I might have 1,000 people watch a video, and that's about it. It ever gets up to 20,000. Then you'll see me on here and I'll be like, hey, Christine, you need to vote, girl. Get on out there and get your because then at that point, they'll come for me. They'll come for anybody that's big. I think a few people get through the cracks, but even the people who get big, like I wonder, do they get something on them? Like even the people who get big, and I got to get off of here, but even the people who get big, saying truthful things, the Noam Chomskys, the Chris Hedges, the Abby Martins, like even them, you can't even trust them. The Julian Assanges, even when they get big, I think to a degree, this system is highly intelligent and it's smart and it's a kill machine and it ain't stupid. I think they are allowed to do 99% of their own voice. That 1%, right? Because if they keep saying 99% of the truthful things that make damn sense, make are common sense and social behavior and how societies have always worked, that 1% is all they need, right? Because we'll follow them and we'll believe everything they say and they'll be the new hero. But they know that 1% thing, you can say all the truth you want, but on that 1%, you ain't gonna say anything because we got you doing this. And it's easy to get somebody doing something. I mean, what was it, Volt 7? You don't have to do anything. Like they don't have to get you on tape. They don't have to drug you and put you on an airplane and film you after you're drugged and narcotic up. They don't have to do that. They got that from Volt 7. They can upload anything they want on your machine. That's part of the reason I don't believe anything. When they start saying, oh, well, we're investigating this politician for pedophilia, like the right's like flipping out like, oh, yeah, he's a pedophile. And I'm just like, no, probably not. He probably actually caught a case of human being and probably stood up for something and they uploaded some crap on his machine. And then the dumb masses will fall in. They'll fall right in line and they'll believe it. They'll believe anything because it was on the television. It was on the boob tube. Some people believe it. Like, oh, I thought that this person was okay, but they're really a pedophile. Everything is controlled. Everything is controlled. That's why you can't have power. You can't have power over anybody else. You can't have systems that have power over people, that includes governments. And you absolutely can't ever violate anybody. You can't have any violence-based solutions based in force. And that's what government is. That's what a society is. It's a farm. They just don't have the cattle prod. They have laws and a police state and jails and with guns. But you can't have any power over everything. And governments can't have any secrets. Corporations can't have any secrets. Otherwise, they'll abuse you. Any power you give to human beings will abuse. They'll use it, and eventually they'll abuse you with it. That's why you can't have any leaders, right? You can't have any leaders in any of this. I'm no leader. You can't have a leader. The minute I become some sort of a leader, oh, they'll take something that's dear to me and they'll threaten it, right? They'll upload something on my machine. They'll do something. This is how the world works. But this is like what I'm saying is being an adult is an understanding that you don't need to be led. You just need to think for yourself. Think for yourself. But if you're like me, want to keep me safe, you got to keep me honest. That's the only way you keep me safe. You want to keep me safe. That's what I tell people all the time. Bernie tried too. I give y'all credit on the Bernie side. He tried. He told you. He said, if I ever say vote for Hillary, I'm a sellout. He said something like that. Somebody can post a video. He told y'all to never believe him if he actually voted for Clinton. Because I think, you know what, if you ask me, I think Bernie was a real cat back in the day, right? He was marching in civil rights and all. I think he was a real cat back in the day. But I think he knows how the system worked. And I think he realized that, oh, the DNC got something on me. They got something on me. Oh, they got this. They even got this video, this tape. They got my tax records. They got something, and they're going to get me because I'm saying truthful things. He's getting a big following. He's realizing things are going well. Everyone's sick of the political system. They're sick of the Democrats and the Republicans, and they want this Bernolution revolution thing. And he let you know. He said, hey, if I ever say vote for Hillary, I'm compromised. Go do your own thing. And what happened? The majority of people fell for him like he was a hero, and they're still on his coattails. And he told them to go away. He told y'all how the system works, but they're still believing it. I think you have to, it's like the Matrix. You have to look between the cracks at how all of this works. You don't look between the cracks. It's not going to go anywhere good. It's like you're a horse. You put on blinders and you just head out the stables into the dark of night. You have no idea where you're going. There are traps and pitfalls and cliffs, bumping into trees. He told you. He told you, do not follow me if that happens. Same thing I'm going to say. The minute I tell you to get out there and start voting, I'm compromised. The minute I stop talking about central banking, I'm compromised. The minute I tell you to go do what your civics class told you that you have control over the system, is not run by a few families that are psychopathic. The minute I say stuff like that, you need to call me on it. That's the only way we move forward. We move forward as a hive, and nobody's in front. You don't need a leader. You're an adult. If you're over 14 years old, you go and lead yourself. You don't need nobody leading you. All right, it's buffering. I'm about to get out of here anyway. Our economy is based on misery, always has been. Yes, Miss T, because misery drives people, right? Misery gets mules to move, right? Pain is how you drive the horse. You hide it from seeing what's on that side. You put the blinders on it and you smack it in the back. That's how the society is driven. Unfortunately, it's driven on hate. Is why your political parties are hate groups, and it's driven on misery and fear, right? Why do we go to work? We go to work to make money because we don't want to go to prison. That is not a incentive. That's force and that's fear. All right, looks like it's buffering. So I think I'm going to wrap this up. I did want to show you one more picture. One more picture. I remember that scene from I Am Legend. Remember that scene? What was that? Yeah, it's called I Am Legend. At the end where things are about to blow up. I want to show you this. I want to show you. Boom, right there. And let's see if I can bring that up. Nope, that's not it. That was busted. Let's go up here. I want to show you something, then I'm going to get out of here. Is it this one? It's not that one. Is it this one? That's close enough. Check this out. We're trying to save. We're literally trying to save you, right? At the end, did you see I Am Legend? At the end, one of the last scenes where the zombies were breaking in and he had the cure, or what could be the cure. And he was like, I'm trying to save you. And the voters were trying to get through the glass. The voters were like running into the glass with their head. You got to watch the scene. If you didn't watch the scene, I'll post a link. And he was like, I'm trying to save you. And that's what we're saying. We can have automation. We can have a resource-based economy. Everybody can have what they need. And more beyond that, automation, robotics can do the work. But we got to stop voting for conflict. We got to stop voting like mass, fully automatic assault voters, using full apathy clips because we don't give two damns about where somebody else grew up because they had a wool put over our eyes. We got to stop pretending. And you need to accept the real ugly world and the real ugly, uncivilized societies for what they are. They are controlled farms, and they're all based in fight clubs. You fighting with your cousins over things that the people who got you to fight aren't going to share. The only rule in Fight Club is you don't get to talk about Fight Club. That's why all day long, we need to talk about Fight Club. We need to talk about Fight Club. Stop fighting. Talk about Fight Club. Anyway, this is Gerard. I had to get going. Y'all have a fantastic day. Voters, we are trying to save you and your children. It's time to grow up. It's Gerard. Y'all have a great weekend. I'm out.